वेलकम टू एडिटर टॉक्स। एडिटर टॉक्स एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म है जहाँ पे हम एंटरप्रेन्योर से लेकर आर्टिस्ट तक वो सक्सेसफुल लोगों को लेके आते हैं जिन्होंने अपने बलबूते पे कुछ करके दिखाया है एंड दे हैव बिकम अ सक्सेसफुल पर्सन टुडे। सो इसी सीरीज़ में आगे बढ़ते हुए आज हम लेके आए हैं विजी मूर्ति, जो कि एक CEO एंड फाउंडर है ऑफ AVKA नेचुरल ब्रांड, जो कि एक ब्यूटी प्रोडक्ट रेंज है। तो चलिए मिलते हैं विजी से और जानते हैं उनके सक्सेसफुल करियर के बारे में। वेलकम विजी।
Thank you so much, Vaishali. Thanks a lot.
So can you tell us about yourself, मतलब आपका एजुकेशन, वर्क एक्सपीरियंस और फैमिली बैकग्राउंड?
Okay, sure. So family background I'll start with. So my dad has been a senior lawyer. So, you know, growing up in a lawyer's house is very exciting. So that, and I have an elder brother and my mom. And in terms of education, I've done my BCom and I've done my MBA from TFI Manipal University.
Okay.
So, and everything has been in commerce through and through. And work experience, I've worked with corporate for about 15 years.
Okay.
In different sectors, but pretty much everything has been on the financial side.
Okay.
And operations. Yeah.
So very nice. So what inspired you to start your organic beauty brand?
So it's a very nice question. I think my inspiration also has been organic, which is I would maybe credit it to the universe or, you know, the divine magic is what I would say, because I stumbled upon it. To be honest, I was a hardcore corporate person doing very well in my corporate career. I enjoyed every bit of what I did in various companies that I worked, and I completely credit what I am today in terms of success is completely to my corporate life.
Okay.
I've learned through and through, you know, with all my organizations. So there was a time when I think natural lifestyle started coming into my life a lot. And also this work started while I was working itself, without knowing that it's going to become this today what it is.
Okay.
To be honest. So that's the reason I say divine, because it is just not planned. You know, unlike how it is the era right now, you know, you plan and you execute and you bring a product to the market. I think mine happened very organically.
Okay.
And that's the reason I say it's very organic. So when I was working itself, I came up with one particular oil because I had shifted to a particular area here in Bangalore, which has severe hard water issues.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember, but back then at that time, there was only one oil called parachute oil.
Correct.
And there was nothing else as an option for you, or you had to go for complete Ayurveda, you know, medication and stuff. So because of the hard water, there was severe hair fall. And in my family, my mom and my dad, they are known for their hair.
Okay.
You know, very thick hair, lustrous, and it's not from the beauty point of view, but I think it also crafted their personality
Correct.
very differently. So for me, hair has always also been equally important, you know. And then I got a very basic formula from my mother, and then I made one kind of an oil. And because I've always been known for my hair, my team members, friends started asking me when I was working itself. I think this is about back almost, I think 13 years ago, or maybe 10, 12 years ago. See, Viji, what do you do? You know, what do you do with your hair? And so I said, I make my own hair oil, and then I started giving it to them without even knowing that, you know, and then it started helping them. I would give it at a very meager cost, only to cover up my raw material cost that I used to do, I used to invest in. So that's how it started. And then almost at a particular juncture in my life during my work career, I got an opportunity to move to the US. But fortunately or unfortunately, I also had a 4-month-old baby with me.
Okay.
So it was a very bittersweet opportunity. We were ready to go, but then it really got me thinking, what can I do here? What can I do for my country? Because I'm a hardcore Indian patriot. I love what do you say, being an Indian. I love everything that this country has given me, and I think it runs in my blood. So I'm very focused on my roots, where I come from, Ayurveda, naturopathy. So over a period, I started also thinking, you know, what can we do? Then something came up saying that, you know, Viji, why don't you just, it was just an idea, you know, an early morning 5 a.m. idea, why don't you just put it on social media, on Facebook, let's see. And back then Facebook was doing really, really well. and why don't you just put it? Let's see how it goes. So I just put the two products that I had. I had a flagship hair oil, Sanjeevani hair oil, and then one wet hair pack I used to make.
Okay.
For myself, which you had to keep it in the freezer. So I put it there, and I already had a few people who were using my products, my friends, my school friends, my teammates, and then I asked them to tell me, how was it going, and I started putting those reviews there, and then with no time it just took off.
Okay.
So I was still on my sabbatical with my son, with my 4-month-old or 8-month-old child by then, and that's how it started. And what inspired me was I realized there are so many women and men out there who want good solutions for their hair and skin.
Correct.
But they don't have it. And back then there was nothing called organic, nothing called natural, nothing called the amount of brands you see now. There was nothing. So I literally had to explain people what's herbal, what's natural, what's Ayurveda, what's organic,
Correct.
So for me, then it became, why not I just help my own fellow Indians and my people right here.
Correct.
So then we stayed back, and then I was very invested of even taking care of my child, and then AVKA was also another baby.
Correct.
Which had been born without my knowledge. Right, side by side. So I kind of gave the same care and love, and that's how I started my business to really
nice.
help people. Yeah.
So you started with 2 products.
Yes.
So now you have a range of products. So tell us about your range of products, what you have now.
Sure. So we started with 2 products, 15, and then now we're at 60 plus products.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, thank
Such
you.
a huge growth.
Thank you.
So what makes you unique?
Okay. What makes us unique is, for me, every product has to give a solution. It has to solve a problem. So hence you will also see me, and everywhere I go, I never call it as a cosmetic product.
Correct.
I always call it as a health and wellness solution. It is a solution. It has to solve a problem. Only then we make or we do that product.
Correct.
Or we bring it out.
Very true.
So with hair, we started seeing, I had only hair oils back then. Then I started seeing people using commercial shampoos, and our hair oils was only doing damage control of the hair oils, the benefit that it was giving them. Then I came up with shampoos, completely sulfate and paraben free shampoos. That kind of helped them a little bit. Then I realized a lot of people were used to conditioners back then, and even now. Right. So what happens is, commercial shampoos, they remove the complete moisture out of your hair.
Okay.
And hence they've also, if you remember back then, there was only shampoos, Hello, chick shampoo, you're right, and all of that. There was nothing called conditioner as a concept. If you see, conditioner has only come up now. The reason being that they've removed the moisturizing effect from the shampoo. They've created another product called conditioners.
Okay.
So that you have a add-on product that you can buy as well. And conditioners do even more severe damage, especially the commercial ones that I'm talking about, and they started damaging the hair even more. So then I had to come up, because a lot of people's hair and scalp was used to conditioner. So then our conditioners are completely made out of butter. Shea butter, kokum butter and cocoa butter. It is so safe that you can even apply it on your scalp.
Okay.
And there are people, our clients even use it as a hair mask.
Okay.
Complete nutrition for the food, for the scalp. It kind of absorbs the goodness of all these butters, cools your scalp, and gives you the look that you want at the end of the day. Yeah.
Very good. So how do you source your ingredients for sustainability?
So it's a very good question. So in the beginning, I used to actually get my own herbs, leaves, dried leaves, and I used to dry it in my backyard, and then I used to get them powdered in the mill, and that's the way I used to do it back then, because my production was equivalent to a certain small batches only. But then over a period, when we started growing, I realized my backyard was not enough, and the leaves and the herbs that I'm collecting was not enough at all. So then we started looking out for good producers of these herbs, herbs, and the way we look at them and we source them is, one, they need to have a COA, which is a certificate of analysis,
Okay.
which proves that it is herbal, it's natural, there are no chemicals, there are no toxins. That's the way we source them. And the other one is, there's also something called MSDS, MSDS certification.
Okay.
We get that as well. So we look into all of those, and that is when we source the herbs and the raw materials.
Very good, very good. So Viji, tell us more about your product. So do you have skin products also?
Yes, we do. So with hair, I was telling about the hair oils, shampoos and conditioners. We also have hair packs. That's something that we came up with way, before all of these other things that were there. And it does fantastic job. We also call it as a spa pack.
Okay.
So I have clients who use this hair packs just before a wedding, or attending a function, and the hair gets volume like 3 times with what they have. So I have a lot of clients with very thin and straight hair, so they apply this hair pack and automatically they have volume. Any which ways, our hair oils and shampoos give very good results in terms of volume, thickness. And when I say thickness, Vaishali, there are 2 types of thickness to the hair. One is the volume of your hair, overall new hair that grows, and the other one is each strand that's there, the shaft of the hair, even that gets thicker. So people think it's a myth that once I have thin hair I will never get thick hair.
Correct.
That's a completely a myth, a false myth. Your hair can get thicker on both ends, each shaft plus your volume as well. Yes.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
So tell us more about skin products, and after that tell us also, because men also can use those products.
Oh yes, absolutely. So with hair, I'll just complete the hair bit.
Yes.
So we have hair packs, hair masks, shampoos. We also have natural hair color kit. I propagate a lot of clients to use natural hair color. The process is a little slow, but then your hair remains healthy for a longer time. But at the same time, I also tell a lot of my clients, they are models, they're fashion designers, and they're also into very different media work. They have to color their hair, perm, and I tell them, you can do whatever you want with your hair. Color, perm, straighten, do whatever, but just use our products. Your hair will be good for X number of years.
Very nice. Yeah.
That's how it is. Then we also have the skin products, like you asked. In skin, again, we have very simple products but are extremely effective. I really believe in a lot of simplicity, Vaishali. I don't believe in complicating with the the formulas, with the concepts, because today's person is very busy. You can't expect them to apply a serum and then another cream and then an after it's very exciting. You will buy them, but seldom do people really continue to use them. Right. So with skin, we have soaps which are sulfate and paraben free. Again, they are so effective. It converts people who have sensitive skin to normal skin. It corrects the pH level in the skin as well. People with pigmentation, dark marks, acne, sweat marks, blemishes, scars, people who have uneven skin tone, all of them have got corrected with it. So a combination of our soaps, face pack and gels. So gels is something again which we're doing extremely well. That again is a multi-purpose product which helps in hair and skin. So we have seen the best people are my own clients. They do so much of experiment with it. They come and tell us, that what all they've done and how it's actually worked for them. And I'm like really shocked. They send me pictures on, I have a client who's 56-year-old. He's so tall, he hasn't seen his own back scalp, right? You will not believe it. His son clicked photos and said, "Dad, you have hair growing." Oh. Right? Because so this nice. Was, so the combination what they've done is hair oil, the hair pack and my gels.
Okay.
So I give consultation as well, and I tell what works for your hair problem, skin problem. I give them a complete package.
Very nice.
Yeah, on entire series of what will work for you. That's how it is. And with skin, I can tell you about the skin products as well. So the ones I was talking about, the soaps, then the gels, then we have very basic and very good shea butter lotions. We have mineral based lotions. We have body butters, face packs, which again brightens your skin instantly. That again people use it for any events. And even the gels are doing so well that a combination of soaps, gels and face pack, all you need. I can vouch for it because for myself, one person, I haven't visited a parlor for a facial or a cleanup in the last maybe even 8-10 years now.
Oh my God. Still you are looking so beautiful.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
thanks
so
to your
much.
products.
Thanks to my products.
Exactly.
Exactly right.
And coming to sensitive skin, even I have used your products.
Okay.
I am having sensitive skin, but after using your product, it's feel like very smooth, and I am very comfortable with the product. So
Wow.
really, I want to tell that her products are really, really very good. So and one question I want to ask you, if
Yeah.
you don't mind.
Yeah.
Your hairs are looking so thick. So whether it is original natural or it is extension.
Oh my God, Vaishali. I really didn't know people would even think like that. Wow. Do you want to pull them? Do you want to like touch and pull them? So my own experience also I can talk about. So when I had my child postnatal, it had become 1/4 of this.
Okay.
So that's when I developed another kind of hair oil, which is called Althea hair oil. I've named it. It's got about 36 herbs in them. It has completely brought my hair back.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it is so much so that even if I stop using, and I have to stop using because I cannot take the thickness anymore.
Oh my God.
Can you believe it? So that is the problem, a good problem
Good
that my
problem.
clients have, and that even I have.
Everybody
Because-
wants that problem.
Yes. So in fact, I go weeks together, or even sometimes 1 month, 1.5 months also by not applying the hair oil, because I can't take the thickness. It doesn't dry, and and tying your hair and all of that. So yeah, it's definitely natural. Yeah, to your question.
So matlab any kind of age group people can use your hair oil matlab for thickness,
Yes.
and any age, and no this one matlab male female demarcation is there.
No, so that's another myth, right? So if you look at naturopathy or Ayurveda or herbal, so let's take nature itself. So when you're eating, for example, curry patta, does curry patta say only male should have or female should have? Does it?
Nothing.
Neem leaves. Do they say only male should have, female should have? No. So if you see in the villages, right, even date, my dad's side are all farmers, and we have big families of farming, right? And a lot of my uncles and my aunts, they still use the neem stick to brush their teeth.
Correct.
So the neem stick doesn't say it's only for male and women. So it's I feel Indians are really forgetting, our true nature that we have
True.
been built with, our
Correct,
ancestors have built with. Ayurveda is about 6,000, 7,000 years old, right? It was never, yes, the body structure or the body condition, or when you go for medication, it really differs, male, female. But when it comes to naturopathy, nature is very kind. It helps both men and women. To your answer, yes, my products suit men and women. In fact, a large portion of our clients are men. The only thing is they're very quiet and soft and they don't share much. But they are also a large population of our clientele. And women, of course, definitely it suits. Children, it suits. So the way we structure our products is maybe some of the adult products is not required by children. Children might require very basic or sensitive or even more milder products.
Correct.
We have that. For adults, we have a huge range of solutions for them, and definitely all our hair oils, shampoos, conditioners, everything suits both men and women.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us more about your soap category also, because I have seen that day with you small cute various shapes, different shapes of soaps for kids also and for adults also. So just tell us about that products.
Sure. So I have always I'm always someone who likes to make things interesting, right? So we have different molds, we have different shapes, we have different structures. So what I've seen is, why offer the same square or an oval shaped to the public?
Correct.
That's
Something
what
different.
that's what we've been using,
Yes,
since
very
time
true.
immemorial. So that's when I came up with different shapes, sizes, colors. So we do a lot of color combination. We do a lot of multicolor layering. We do have a lot of. So I think we have around almost 45 plus kind of designs in
Very
soaps
nice.
itself.
Yes.
And we try to be creative. We keep coming up with new things, but keeping quality in mind, and the work that it still does the same good work. whoever uses it.
Very
And
nice.
children also, we have a lot of different options. I think it's to encourage children. I have a child, so encouraging them to have bath time is the most toughest once they start growing up, right?
Correct.
So these things make it interesting for them. So we have toy soaps, we have heart shapes, flowers, we have bikes, cars, we have what do you say, even those tempos, buses, mermaids,
Correct.
unicorns.
Unicorns, yes,
Yes. So
unicorn
we have
eyes.
like various ones that we have.
Very
Yeah.
nice, very nice. So coming towards this thing, when you started your journey of entrepreneurship, so have you faced any difficulties? मतलब जो starting troubles जो रहते हैं वो
Starting troubles, I'm not sure, but I will tell you the challenges. You can tell me if it was starting or how it has been. Because I never took it up when I started as a business. I never thought of it as a business, or I never thought of it as an entrepreneurship journey. To be honest, Vaishali, I didn't even know the spelling of entrepreneur, back then, because I was proper corporate, soul that I was. A few things, I think. One was I was very keen on quality, because even in my work 15 years, 16 years of corporate life, I've set up quality services, I've set up quality businesses, the line of QA, QC, I've done all of that. I've done intense amount of RCAs for about 60 to 70 processes every month on month. So I'm a person who gets into a lot of details of things, and I have to go to the root cause. I have to do something really from the scratch and build it up. I'm not someone who can just do this and do this, right? So there I felt a lot of challenges in terms of vendors, materials, raw material sourcing. I remember I used to keep my child at home and I used to go to the market to find things like bottles, bottle caps, the different varieties. I've also had feedback coming back saying that, hey Viji, your bottle doesn't look great at all. Can you do something? Your product is good, but your packaging is not great, right? And I'm very thankful to all those clients, because they constantly keep telling me, and then that's how I've been. And those were the challenges, because a lot of things I've never done in my life. Now I do. I have realized I'm good at marketing. I had to do designing, I had to do content creation, and in between I became a content writer for a year. Then how does my packaging have to look, and the contents on that has to go, that goes from me, and all of these, and I have to do customer service, and I'm a person who's a hardcore customer service person. I don't believe in sales. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I just don't believe in sales. What I really believe is customer service.
Yes.
So what I tell my team is, the minute a person comes to us, it's only customer service, customer service, customer service.
Very true.
So I've put that entire process in place that way. Whether the person buys or not, customer service is what we need to focus on. Right. So building that into my team, building that into every with my clients became very difficult. Those are the challenges I think I put on myself when I started, because I was very particular in all of these things that I wanted to do. Couple of other challenges was definitely the naysayers. People saying, Viji, what are you doing? You were in corporate, you're doing this,
correct.
right? You're doing oil business or hair oil. So those I feel were a lot of mind challenges that I was getting, right? And you really have to work hard to work on yourself and keep pushing, keep doing.
Correct.
Here you don't have a boss, you are your own boss. Nobody's going to push you to do. You do and you don't do, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
So those challenges I faced a lot, and I faced a lot of challenges in finding the right people, team, right talented people, and also someone who are vested to do things like that. Those challenges. Another challenge is a lot of similar kind of business, at that time when I was doing with even maybe they didn't have the hair oils, maybe they had a foot cream or some other creams. They used to say, Viji, you should not do this, you should not do that, why would you do this, don't tell anybody. A lot of they would ask me to hide myself.
Okay.
right? And put a lot of fear, instill fear, because those people were still in a job and they were also doing this as a side hustle,
Correct.
as a hobby. So for me, it just didn't make sense. You know, if I'm helping somebody, I'm helping somebody. That's about it. So yeah, a lot of these kind of challenges came, which I had to make myself strong. I was also a new mother, so yeah, a lot of these things, which has been very nice actually. It helps you grow as a person a lot, and your business.
Very nice. So what is next in your product line, organic product line?
Oh, okay. I have a lot of plans, but what I've realized now is I need to right now take it a little slow. I have a number of products that we can come up with, but yeah, but that's a surprise, I suppose.
Okay. So very soon it will be get revealed.
Well, yeah, I know, but yeah, hopefully we should be able to.
Okay, Viji, coming to the next question.
Yeah.
How does your brand supports female entrepreneurs?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's an amazing question. I forgot to tell you that my organization is almost 90% a women-based organization.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
Very nice.
80% of my staff are underprivileged, and you know, we try and employ them. And again, it is not planned. It's again very organic. I'm not like a, oh my God, feminist group. It's not like that.
It happened automatically.
Very organically, and I think that's beautiful, because I also believe that women are multi-talented. I really feel they're super talented. They can do multiple things, and that's something that I get amazed with. You know, with women. That's one. And the way we support is that definitely. And the other one is majority of my vendors, from my IP lawyer, it's a she. Then a lot of my bakers, where I try and get for a lot of my gifting options, they're ladies. We also have gifting as another big line of business that personally I'm very passionate about. So in that also, people who make the gift baskets for us, they're all women again.
Okay.
So they make specifically for my brand. That's there. I also have a lot of other decorative items that I get from. That's again a she. So directly or indirectly, I support a lot of women entrepreneurs.
Very nice, very nice. So coming further, what are some of the challenges you have faced as an entrepreneur and how you have overcome it?
Okay, very interesting question. Quite a few actually. But I think one thing that I can think of is I haven't overcome it. I think I have to constantly overcome it, because you know, when you're also once you become an entrepreneur, there is a lot of judgment by the society, right? Society, not I wouldn't say family, but a lot of your surroundings, your other fellow business people, or you know, your other people, right? And they're like, you know, why are you doing this, and why are you into this business, you know? And there's a lot of demeaning that happens almost at every forum without their knowledge.
Okay.
Right? One is definitely judgment. The other thing is, you know, do you really want to make money? I mean, why do you want to make money?
Oh,
right? You know, looking at entrepreneurs is like, you know, why do you want to make? I mean, isn't a job enough, kind of a thing? Or should you really do these kind of products? Or, oh, you're doing these kind of products. Oh, I thought you were an architect or a designer. I mean, whatever, right? Not aiming at that segment, but I'm just saying. So that's a challenge that we, I wouldn't say women, but one maybe because it's a woman, and the other is as an entrepreneur or your own business that you have, we have to constantly, you know, be strong. They will not ask for an answer. It's a subtle hint that, you know, oh, is it? Okay, you know, kind of a judgment. So we really have to constantly work on it, be strong, get up, get back to your business, again focus on your business, your work, your team, your company, and you have to keep doing that. So that's a constant challenge is what I feel.
Okay. So do you have any peculiar experience or any example of that?
Oh yeah, loads. Loads of them. So I don't think maybe off camera we'll have a good laugh about it, but I don't think here it will be right.
Okay. So you have mentioned earlier that reconnecting with your corporate field. So can you tell us more about your experience with the corporate world?
During my business?
Yes,
Yeah,
business and previous to starting your business, and how people helped you or oppose you in your transition of being a corporate employee to independent entrepreneur.
Okay, that's a great question, because like I said, I owe a lot of my skills in terms of whatever I am today, in terms of professionalism, in terms of the trainings that I've got from all my corporate sectors, in terms of trainings that I've been able to conduct over there, people management, finance management, how to assess people, build a team, put processes in place, automate something. Everything comes from my corporate world, right? That is one that I definitely owe it to them. The other one is all my corporate friends, I think, have been a great support.
Very nice.
Very, I'm telling you, I mean, I'm so thankful to them. Till date, I have so many of my friends from my past 15 years of corporate work who are my friends, continue to be my clients even now.
Oh, very nice.
So many of them, Fidelity, Tesco, Emphasis, and my last was with Ernst & Young, EY. So I have a lot of clients there. They've supported me a lot. They constantly support. They always keep encouraging me and say, hey, Viji, I wish I could do what you're doing. I'm so glad, you are pursuing what you want to do. I'm very happy for you. Sometimes I'm jealous of you, right? And they're always buying our products. They're happy with it. So I think my corporate friends have been a great support, a great help. And I think a lot of them mean very well. It's just that they also want to do something else.
Yes.
Maybe they're quite tied up with, their work and things like that. But yeah.
So you mentioned that you were conducting trainings and other things in your corporate this thing. So can you tell us some of your most impactful mindfulness classes that you have conducted at your corporate this thing?
Okay. Oh, that's nice, interesting. So, by self-interest and initiative, I'm a certified soft skill trainer, master trainer, and I have conducted a lot of trainings in all my organizations where I've worked with. I've also been an MC, a host. I've interviewed a lot of people like this.
Oh, very nice.
And I've conducted a lot of all-hand sessions, employee, days. I've done a lot of those MCing as well.
Very
the
nice.
Maximum that I've done is 1,000 people in Christ College for Fidelity. So I've done quite a bit. The mindfulness sessions that I've been conducting for the corporate are, it is called mindfulness sessions, health and wellness sessions, complete mind, body, soul sessions. Something interesting that I also conducted is for schools, which parents love it and teachers love it, is plastic free kitchen.
What is that? Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, absolutely. So plastic free kitchen is my own personal passion project. So I started off with myself. I have no plastic in my kitchen, in terms of I don't use plastic for eating food, heating food, or anything of that sort. My only things that I have in my kitchen are steel, iron and glass. I transitioned to this almost 12 years ago.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. I don't have a microwave in my house. About 6 years ago, I decided I didn't want a microwave, and the microwave in my house just burst by itself. It caught fire. Since then, I've not replaced it. I don't have a microwave. I'm a big fan of iron tawas, and I'm someone who started way before all of this,
non-stick
that's happened. I don't have non-sticks. I don't have any non-stick tawas. I don't have that. So plastic is something which the scientists have already proven they are in our blood cells already. That has already been found in the human cells, which is causing a lot of it's carcinogenic, of course. And I really believe it's extremely important to start a kitchen like this when you have children. Children today, I think, are the ones who are more susceptible to any of these things than what we were. So Vaishali, if you remember, we really didn't have so much of plastic when we were children.
Yes.
Right? And we are able to sit and talk and have such a nice healthy mind and a body because of that. Imagine the children right now. Packaged food, plastic bottles,
everywhere,
plastic tiffin boxes, right? You name it, and plastic is everywhere. For my child, I haven't used one plastic water bottle till date.
Very good.
Even if it's heavy, he carries a steel water bottle. Even if it is heavy, he carries a steel box, right? Maybe for the dry items, I have plastic, but extremely dry. nothing will leach into the food, right? And I have that. So I conduct these sessions for schools, and the schools, the parents, the teachers are very appreciative about it.
Very nice.
Yeah, and I conduct it like almost like an interactive session. I make it fun. I've also been a team builder for all the activities, so I do a lot of those kind of things. So yeah, I mean, that's been really fun, and I think parents want a lot of information these days.
Correct.
And that's where, you know, I feel we can help them.
Very nice, very nice, very nice initiative. Actually, you should conduct this quite more often.
Thank you. Yes, I will.
Really appreciate that.
Definitely.
So, coming towards the end question, Viji.
Yeah.
What message you will give to the upcoming entrepreneurs, or just people, those who wanted to start their journey,
Okay.
following their own passions?
You mean a business?
Business.
Okay. I'm not sure if I've really achieved or I'm there yet to
Yeah.
give.
AVKA is a very good brand actually, and it is a well-known brand.
Yes, yes.
So
yes,
you should
yes.
give people your experience and your क्या बोलते हैं, gist of your success story,
अच्छा.
what you have done and how people should follow and
Okay.
take lessons from your journey of entrepreneurship.
Okay, okay. So it has been both good and bad if you look at it, but I feel the bad has also worked in favor of me over a period of time. So maybe one or two things I would really talk about is don't focus on the money. Right now, everybody wants to bring out a cool product. They want to test the market. They want to make a few sales, and then they want to sell the company, right? And your unicorns, and I mean, yes, of course, those are all your different strategies. But if you want to leave a legendary name for yourself, if you want to have a good name for yourself, if you want to pass it to your generations or your children, or your, you know, you want to live with that business for the next 20, 30 years, don't look at money. Don't
very
ever
true.
look at money. Money will come. Having said that, I can tell you that my business has made money from day one, and the business has gotten money from my business.
Very
So we've been bootstrapped. I haven't borrowed even a single pie from anybody, right? That's the way I run my business. So never focus on money. The minute you don't focus on your money, you focus on your product. You focus on everything else around it. Your customer service, how you want to deal with your customers, what experience you want to give them, what good quality do you want to give
Very
them.
true.
That is one.
Correct.
Secondly, please focus on quality products. Don't do something for the sake of something or to be called as, you know, hey, I have a business of mine. ठीक है, मेरा भी business है, मैं भी कुछ कर रहा हूँ, so that, you know, I can please my crowd. It is not. That's not. You shouldn't do that. Then you will only do it for few years, and then you will move on to something else.
correct.
That is one. Another one for me personally, I don't know about others. For me, slowness has worked a lot in my favor. Right, so even for me to coin my brand name, my company name is AVKA Products LLP. For me to even coin that, I took almost 2 to 3 weeks, because, or maybe even more, I don't remember now, because I got rejected by the you know, the place where you
Yes,
apply for your
correct.
company
MCA,
name, right, from the MCA. And then I gave all sorts of names, and, you know, natural, herbal, even every combination you can think of. And then I said, okay, nothing is getting approved. I don't want any more rejection, because I didn't want to pay one more fees for the another form, right? And then my CA said, no other cancellation. You have to give me a good name which doesn't get rejected. And that's when I kept thinking, and then is when I coined. A is for my son's name, Aryan. V is my name, Viji Murthy, that is. K is my husband's name, Kuntal. A, if I had another baby, it would have been you know, maybe from A when it happened, but I think that was AVKA, my other baby.
Yeah, I guess.
So that's how I coined AVKA. And I was very particular. I wanted only 4 letters to 3 letters. That's about it, of 5 max. And I wanted very crisp and short. So I really mulled over it, slept over it, thought about it. Like that, I have done on many other things in my business. Decision making, I really, it has worked, it has not worked in my favor. But if I look back, wherever I have mulled over, thought over, slept over, it's only come out to be the best.
Yeah, that is always.
So that's something. So, but that is where I think the aspiring entrepreneur should have is patience.
Yeah, that's true. It is says that ki if you want to be a business for long term, you should have long term plans.
Yes.
If you are growing very fast, you will come down with that.
We'll
उतना
crash
नीचे,
down.
हाँ, you will come down.
Absolutely.
So if you have vision and
Yes.
you will have patience to go
Yes.
for 10 years,
Yes.
think for 10 years as of now.
Yes.
So you will definitely long term mein you will get successful.
Absolutely.
And more money.
Absolutely.
So that is the
Yes.
thing.
So those are the things. And the other thing I would say is always think of doing good for your customer. I feel that is, I think, a big ticket to success. You can earn money with any kind of schemes or Ponzi schemes or any other product, or might work, might not work. But if you have a good heart, saying that I want to do good to somebody,
Correct.
trust me, you will really, really do well. Whether you like it or not, it will come back to you.
Yeah. Give us gain.
Give us gain, but do it with a good heart.
Good heart, correct.
Your customers have to benefit from what you're doing.
Very true.
That is something I really, really feel. And that's how all our products come out every time. Whatever product we have helps. Trust me, you take one product of mine in my 60 products, you will not be able to say, ki, okay, you know what, ये सिर्फ cosmetic है, कि apply करके wash करो. Nothing. I don't have any such products like that, right? It will work on you. It will solve your problem. It will rectify your problem from the root. And then beauty, I say, is a bonus to using our products.
Very nice.
It's always a byproduct, and I never sell it as, you know, you'll become beautiful to le lo.
Le lo,
Nahin.
haan.
It will solve your problem, so please use it.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's been my go-to all the time.
So basic is to solve the people's problem.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Viji, for coming on our show, and it was wonderful talking to you. And I wish you all the best and AVKA to go to very great heights.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much. My pleasure. It's been wonderful. And I think you're doing a fantastic job, Vaishali, bringing on, you know, a lot of hidden people like us, maybe.
That is-
Right? So thanks a lot. You please also continue the good work.
Yeah.
May you have
Thank you so
success
much.
after success. So
Thank you so
thank you
much.
so much for having me.
Thank
Thanks
you
a
so
lot.
much.